Irishmen will fight till the war. Irishmen will go to war. The Irishmen will burn to death. And Irishmen will fight till the end. Irishmen will fight till the end.
We have all, at some point in our lives, watched a Hollywood war movie. What images conjure in your mind when you imagine such a film? Is it the iconic image of soldiers storming beaches, fighting incredible odds, or being trapped deep behind enemy lines? These kinds of images have enthralled audiences since World War I, when, for the first time, we began seeing the heroic service these men and women provide in newsreels and films. The legendary stories of real and fictitious characters have blurred with an ever-evolving quest for grandeur and scale in their portrayal. However, the icon has and always will be seated in a much more simplified character, the American soldier.
I've deployed a total of 3 times. The first one was Afghanistan 2004-2005. I went to Iraq 2006 through 2007, and then I was in Iraq again 2009-2010.
Been in for 6 years, been deployed to Kandahar, Afghanistan. There for around 9 months.
For those combat tours, I was a Black Hawk crew chief and door gunner.
I was deployed as an MP.
I do watch military films, and I'm always on the lookout for, ones that catch my eye or ones that resonate with me that I can relate to or, sympathize with the characters and, something that's authentic that I can appreciate.
My favorite one would have to probably be currently American Sniper.
Excuse me, sir. Are you Chief Chris Kyle?
Yes, sir.
As a whole, it just, Hollywood is kind of sort of the pedestal that we get painted on. The weird thing is, you get a film that I would say is great. Take Lone Survivor and American Sniper, for example. I'll personally say that they're great films, but you get these, well, it's propaganda and it's pro-war and yeah.
I don't think it's propaganda-ish. I think it's showing you what it's actually like to be there. They don't really mess anything up. They kind of get it pretty right on the head.
That's the problem. When there's actually an accurate military film comes out as propaganda, it's kind of annoying. But kudos to those guys for doing a great job on those films, though.
Military movies, with me being in the military, I mainly like to watch them because they kind of bring me back to when I was there and help me, I don't know, kind of jog my memory, I guess. Sometimes they're great movies and I love them, but they could also cause triggers that could cause me to kind of just jump, put my guard up, become emotional or angry.
I have to say, there's probably one film that really kind of does it for me, and it's a film that I can't watch anymore. And it's called Taking Chance. Stars Kevin Bacon, and it's a story of a Marine officer who escorts a fallen Marine home. Personally, I did a lot of those missions, not the stateside version of it, but the overseas version of it. They call them hero missions, and invariably you fly to a place, and they put black bags with people in it. Former people, and load you up, and then you take them to their next stop on the destination.
This one's for the faithless, the ones that are surprised, are only where they are now, regardless of their fight. This one's for believing, if only for its sake. Come on, friends, get up now.
Ronald Reagan once said, "Those who say that we're in a time when there are no heroes, they just don't know where to look." The sloping hills of Arlington National Cemetery, with its row upon row of simple white markers, add up to only a tiny fraction of the price that has been paid for our freedom.
When I was deployed, I ended up having 2 instances where an RPG has actually gone through my tent and went off on the tent next to us. And the other incident was when a suicide bomber walked in the middle of a big group of ours while we were transporting supplies, kind of office supplies, desks, chairs, carpets for another compound with the section we were working with, the group of people we were working with, and ended up getting an insider attack coming in, just hitting us then.
It's easy when you're over there, and things are simple. It's a simplified process, and you know exactly where you're going to be, what you're going to be doing, and who you're going to be doing it with every single day. Very simple, very simple. And you look out for the man next to you, and he looks out for you. You get the mission done. Get everybody home as safely as you can.
Hollywood, they try really hard to make it seem like the military's all gung-ho to being on your own and doing everything independently, when all reality it's one huge brotherhood that no matter where you go, you'll see it.
The veterans coming home today, they got a lot of obstacles that they got to overcome.
Suicide.
Soldier suicide is a big one.
If I had a buddy that actually committed it a month after we got back.
We lose 23 veterans a day to suicide.
It's hurtful, makes you wish you were there more.
Occasionally you get films that sort of touch it lightly, but they don't go into it super heavy. Scent of a Woman, I think, is a really great example of that.
Well, you fucked up, all right? So what? So everybody does it. Get on with your life, would you?
What life? I got no life! I'm in the dark here! You understand? I'm in the dark!
Al Pacino playing, a disabled veteran, who's kind of pushed to that limit, that extreme, and it gets to the point where he's at the precipice of the cliff, and he's ready to jump off of it.
They try to make it seem like people in the military, they're so strong and independent that they can go out on their own.
What's the best way to go about disarming one of these things?
The way you don't die, sir.
That's a good one. That's spoken like a wild man.
Majority of the military people wouldn't even think twice to do that. They wouldn't consider it once. They'd just be like, nope, not going it off alone, because they know that the people to the left and right of them, that's a person that might save their life.
Hey, James.
Yeah. Never turn your headset off again.
It kind of makes us seem, I don't know, bullheaded sometimes. Like, that's what we're all like.
Eyes up, everybody.
Fire!
I don't see shit. Where the f*** you at?
That's our tank, 18. Got it. That's your tank, 18. Traverse right.
Right stick. Don't fuck.
Fire! What?
PTSD is a very big problem with military veterans right now. One of the things that I find sort of lacking in the Hollywood scheme would be, its representation on screen. And that kind of boils down to the difference between the desire to make money, and the desire to help people.
PTSD is a very serious thing. Still deal with it myself. Have buddies that are still dealing with it. And
it's something that I have struggled with, continue to struggle with.
No military personnel is perfect. No person is perfect.
Get down!
We're not robots. We're not programmed to think one way.
Sniper, he's in front of us. How can you tell?
We're taught how to act a way so that we don't get ourselves killed when we defend our country.
It's very difficult for me to watch, like a film like, say Brothers, which I won't lie, I think was, an abhorrent attempt at, showing military PTSD.
Huh? What are you doing? Huh?
Put your weapon down, Captain.
You know me?
Just shut up.
You know me?
Okay?
Huh?
Stay back!
Hey,
Stay back! All right.
Hey!
You're a war hero, son.
I'm no fucking hero! I'm no fucking hero!
So when they watch a film like that, that's what they see, that's what they think, and that sort of becomes the standard. And I don't necessarily agree with a film like that.
I don't know, people look at military shows and actually compare them to real soldiers.
To me, it doesn't represent us very accurately. It's, if anything, a very small percentage. But I guess it's that small percentage that sells, right?
I would want people to look at Hollywood as not a place of being utterly always fake, no matter what.
You know, there's still a lot of people overseas. There's still a lot of people downrange, and you know, it's our duty not to forget that.
Yeah, civilians do seem like they forget that soldiers are real people.
If we could just, you know, kind of sort of promote the ideology that, you know, don't forget, because we're still out here, you know. We're still doing it.
While the larger-than-life visages may be overtly displayed before us in cinematic fashion, it is still up to us to always remember those behind the silver screen. It is this human element that is often forgotten or neglected in Hollywood films. The epic scenes of war on which many movies are based are grained in a reality that come with a heavy price, a burden that is carried by all who have lived through it, and those who have seen war will carry it with them forever.
Sitting like a ghost, nothing but liars, nowhere to turn to. My whole life is broken. Don't fret at me, I will succeed. One day I will be free. Flashing before my eyes, just a future and a dream. Well, you never thought I would be here. What a misconception. Look at me, I'm a soldier, one who is standing tall and proud. Look at my life,